Hey guys, welcome to the practice log. Really short one for you today. I just want to talk about learning to play jazz on the 5-string banjo, which is what I've been trying to do for like the last couple of years. And longtime viewers of the channel, by longtime viewers I mean like people who've watched the last 3 episodes, which is probably like 2 people, will probably realize that I've been practicing different things for all 4 practice logs, which is true. My practice is way more varied than it should be. I should really have more structure for it, but that's what this is for, right? Right, this is supposed to keep me accountable, but it's not. So anyway, today we're going to talk about jazz. First up, what kind of jazz? Well, basically my goal is I just want to be able to solo over anything, right? And just play whatever I want. And jazz seems to be the way to do that, like learning bebop, soloing, that sort of thing. I just want to get a more well-rounded musicianship with that, right? And not just be able to play bluegrass and folk, right? Like I love those genres of music, but I don't want to just be able to play them, right? I want to be able to play anything. So first step, scales. Major scale. But all the modes of the major scale. So I guess that's the diatonic scale. Yeah, I don't know if that's all the modes are called that collectively, but and so on. All of those in all the keys. Kind of going through. I've played them in all the keys. I've gone like starting at this fret and then playing up every single fret chromatically. So I know I've done all the keys with them, but just to get the digital facility, right, to be able to play the scales. But there's digital facility where you can play the notes, and then there's knowing what notes they are and when to play them, right? So like I can play all those notes in E flat, that's easy, but can I solo with those notes in E flat? Not really. So that's another thing. I think having little licks like that helps. I'm trying to develop those through like transcribing different jazz tunes, but also chord arpeggios over jazz tunes, right? So I'm learning Autumn Leaves, the most normie, basic jazz tune of all time, and doing chord arpeggios over it. So the first chord is the C minor 7. So doing the chord arpeggio would be like, the next chord is the F7. So that'd be so like a phrase, first phrase in Autumn Leaves could be, and that's how my first phrase in Autumn Leaves always is because I suck. But no, just doing those chord arpeggios over every chord in Autumn Leaves as like the first step of learning that song. And that's how I've started learning the song instead of trying to solo over it with the diatonic scale using those chord arpeggios, which seems to be a lot easier to make satisfying because you have fewer note choices, right? But also I need to practice those arpeggios in every position until it's fluid with all those chords, right? Which I haven't done yet. I just know them in a couple positions. And then kind of the third thing I've been doing is just learning the chords so I can comp, right? So for Autumn Leaves, anyways, that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been doing that with Autumn Leaves. The next song I'm trying to learn is There Will Never Be Another You. Really good jazz musician. I know. He's been giving me lessons. He recommended that. So, anyways, that's pretty much what I've been doing. yeah, I'll throw on a backing track for Autumn Leaves. Backing track for Autumn Leaves, and do my super basic arpeggios over it, just to have something, and then call it a wrap. Okay. Hopefully the mic will pick this up. It should. It should. I don't see why it wouldn't. This is going to be the most boring jazz improv you've ever heard. But you know what? Stepping stones. This is my first step towards playing like Charlie Parker, which I'll obviously one day exceed and eclipse. All right. Okay, that's pretty much what I got so far. Honestly, I'm really happy with that. Because that just, was there anything cool in that solo? No, that was just really basic chord arpeggios in pretty much just one position. I did flub a little bit, but honestly, that's my first step towards jazz. I'm really happy with it. I'm going to keep building on it and keep you guys updated as I build on it. So, thanks for watching. Have a great night. Bye-bye.